Morning Year 5s, it's Friday and we're going to start with our maths sheet 5. You'll notice it says rounding, so we'll get straight into it. We'll get our do now sorted first, which is on the other side of the paper. I'm going to have to do it like that and put it in the best place today. So, well, that's not going to be great for you guys, is it? Sorry, I put it in the wrong bit of the paper today. So, very quickly, 1/5. It's been a little bit of a theme all week. 1/5 is 0.2. Just like we should know 0.25 is a quarter, half is 0.5, and 3/4 is 0.75. 1/5 is 0.2. The next one was the number sequence. So 0.03, 7/100ths, should be 11, whether it's 11%, 0.11, or 1100, whichever of those. Dave gave 0.66 for his Christopher Burt. What percentage does Dave have left? So 76, 86, 96, 34. Known facts, the inverse, so 72 divided by 12, read it backwards, something times 12 is 72, well 12 times 5 is 60, so the next one must be 6. Oops. 34.6 divided by 100, there are 2 zeros, so the decimal place moves 2 places. So it should be 0.346, and you'll recognise some of these questions from earlier on this week. Retrieval. And then something times 4 is 16, or you should just know 16 divided by 4 is 4. Obviously, you've got some square number knowledge there as well. Our properties of numbers, 11 squared, don't forget that's just 11 times 11. 4 cubed, because I know a lot of us do 4 times 4, some of us do 4 times 3, which is 12. But it's not, it's 4 times 4, which is 16, and then times that by 4. And you can always check, we don't know all our, we don't know our 16 times table, do we? 6 times 4 is 24, 1 times 4 is 4, add 2, 6. So that's 64. Give 2 factor pairs of 44. Now remember the key in that one is 2 factor pairs, not all of them. So that's very easy. 1 and 44, oops, very tiny. So we started on 1, next one's 2, well, 22, lovely. There may be more, but I don't need to. And then the magic one, prime factor 32. Well, we've got 2 and 16. 2's prime. How do we make 16? 4 and 4. They're not prime. How do we make 4? 2 and 2. 2, 2, 2. So 2 times 2 times 2 times 2 times 2. Lovely. Excellent. And you may recognise that. I think I put one of those ones earlier on in the week just to get us, see if we can get even quicker. Right, on to the task. Which is rounding and should be something you recognise because we did this in class many moons ago. So I did put an example on the first row, so it shouldn't be too much of a surprise. So I've given you some numbers to round. Oh, sorry, there's birds on my bird feeder. Nearest 10, nearest 100, nearest 1,000, nearest 10,000. Always look at the number before. So nearest 10, 7,246. Or the 6, you've got to round up to the next one, so that becomes 50. Nearest 100, look at your hundreds, look at the number before. That's a 4, that's going to round down, so that's going to make it 200. Nearest 1,000, here's your 1,000 column, look at the number before, that's a 2, that's going to round down, so that's going to make it 7,000. Nearest 10,000, well, you look at the 10,000 column, which there isn't one, so look at the number before, which is the 7, rounds up. So, let's have a look at the answers for this one. I've tried to roughly draw it out. So, nearest 10, look at the 10 column, look at the number before, it's a 5, we know 5 rounds up, so that changes it to 30. So you've got 13,430. Remember, we are not writing out. We've got to write out the whole number. I remember some of us quite a lot of us actually in our work just wrote 30. What's it rounded to? 30. It's not. The whole number is not rounded to 30. The whole number is rounded to 13,430. Nearest 100. So, find our hundreds. Look at the number before. It's a 2. That's going to round down. So that's going to become 13,400. Nearest 1,000. Look at the thousands. Look at the number 4. That goes down. So that just becomes that. Nearest 10,000. Right, look at the 10,000. Look at the one before. It's a 3, so that would round down. That would go down to 10,000. Next one. Nearest 10. So, look at your tens column. Look at the number before. 8 would round up. Now, because that's a 9, that's going to round up to the next. That's going to affect the number next to it. So that's actually going to go up to 500. Nearest 100. Find our hundreds. Oh, that's going to go up to. Oh, hang on. Sorry. Yeah. Ooh. Nearest 100. Yes, sorry. So, 2,500. That's also going to be 22,500. Nearest 1,000. So look at our thousands. Look at the number before. So 4, so that's going to go down. So that's just going to stay at the 2,000 of 22,000. Then the 10,000. Look at the 10,000. The number before, round down. 2, so round down. So that becomes 20,000. And hopefully you've got the idea by now. So nearest 10, that would be 9,670. I'm doubting everything I'm doing. Nearest 100 is 9,000. So look at the number before. Sorry, for the hundreds, look at the number before. So that's going up, so that's going to be 700. Nearest 1,000. So look at the thousands, look at the number before, 6, that's going to go up. So actually, the nearest 1,000 is the next 1,000 up, so it's going to go to 10,000. Oh, and the nearest 10,000, well, if you're on 9,000, it's very close to 10, isn't it? Nearest 10 for this one, so 3,760. Nearest 100. So nearest 100, find your hundreds, look at the one before, 5, you round up, 5 or more. So that's going to be 3,800. Nearest 1,000, look at your 1,000, number before's a 7, so it's going to round up, so that's going to be 4,000. And the nearest 10,000, well, 3,000 is nowhere near 10, so that's going to be big fat 0. Nearest 10, 12,000. Oh, nearest 10. So look at your tens column, it's a 0. A lot of people think you round down, but you look at the number before, it's a 5. So you actually round that up to 510. Nearest 100. Find your hundreds. The one before is a 0. Round it down. It's 12,500. Nearest 1,000. Find your 1,000. There's a 5. So that's actually got to round up. So that's going to go to 13,000 because we're rounding the 1,000 number up, remember. And then the 10,000, well, you're on 12,000. Is that closer to 10 or 20? It's definitely closer to 10. And there are your answers for your rounding. Hope you did all right.